All right, things are getting a little more exciting now. I talked to my doctor, my radiation doctor today, and he said that, yeah, it's going to get worse, and the pain and the itchiness and everything. He said I'm not the first one to go through this. And so he wrote down some information for me to get. He prescribed me the lidocaine ointment, which, remember, I told you I discovered in the sunburn lotion. So he actually prescribed me some of that, and then he told me to get Benadryl. But I told him I don't like Benadryl. I'd rather take Claritin or something. But he said Benadryl is the most powerful. And he said that the problem with the itching is it's histamines. And he said that Benadryl is one of the strongest antihistamines. So if I want maximum effect, Benadryl is the best one. So he said maybe I'll just take it at night, so I won't wake up at night, with the itchies. So anyway, I went and bought some Benadryl, and then he said get the preparation H, and he said the suppositories or whatever, and supposedly those are gonna help me a lot also. And so I got the preparation H suppositories, the lidocaine cream. And what was the third thing? Lidocaine cream, the preparation H, and the Benadryl. Yeah. And so anyway, those three things I just went and got. Actually, they couldn't give me the lidocaine cream because my insurance wanted a pre-auth. They weren't willing to just give it to me, even with a prescription. So I got to wait on that. So anyway, yeah, there's the update. I'm evidently going to be really toasting. Now, when I was talking to the technicians, now that, remember, there's not even a nurse there. Only one day a week there's a nurse in this office. Dr. Peng is there. In fact, he might even be there most of the week, I think, because he was there today. Anyway, and so I told him, I gotta talk to somebody. And so I talked to him after my radiation. And one of the ladies had mentioned that the technicians, she said that the radiation is cumulative. So I'm not just, it doesn't go out in my urine. It's like staying in my body. So I'm storing this radiation, and at least down there, maybe in the areas. I don't know how much it's spreading through my body. But anyway, the point being is, she said that I am going to be radioactive for 1 month after they stop zapping me with their laser gun. 1 month, I'm going to be walking around glowing in the dark after they finish shooting me with this thing. I mean, probably a lot longer than that. But she said that's why they're not even going to give me a follow-up visit. When I finish the radiation, they're going to wait an entire month before I do a follow-up visit and then decide, what scans and things to verify. So, because they want to give the radiation that extra month even to keep working after they finish shooting it. So, wow. So that's that. Now, in terms of the chemo, that stops at the end of the radiation. I'm only taking it with the radiation. So when the chemo stops, when the radiation stops, the chemo stops. So then I'm supposedly just glowing in the dark for a month, and then they'll finally decide whether the cancer is gone. So that's going to be 30 days after my August 6th. So I'll finish the chemo and the radiation, yay, on August 6th. But they're actually not going to determine whether I'm healed, yay, until September, early September, I guess. Well, the album release is actually September 24th. This is the pre-release. You get a song and then you got access to the album. I don't even know if I'll have a discount price, but. Oh, hello there, Bear. Come here. So, come here. So anyway, you distracted me there, Bear. Okay, so anyway, there's that. Overall health, I'm still, it's itching right now. It's itching. The itching is more than the pain. It itches more than it hurts right now. That's really. So anyway, I'm looking forward to my Tai Chi class tonight. And getting back in gear with the Kung Fu. I'm not sure. I'm doing less Kung Fu. One of my students, Matt Caputo, noticed my cancer message from Facebook. So I told him to call me. I said, I'm doing videos. You should be a part of it. They should. He is actually a sworn member of Shaolin Shimanis. Now, if he wants to disavow Shaolin Shimanis, then that's his right. I guess I'd have to accept that. But in a way, he's actually he did the actual Buddhist ceremony to become a member of Shaolin Shimanis. So where were we? Okay, let me wrap up. I got to eat, take my chemo. I had to run to the store and get that medicine. It's going to be 110 degrees today here in Lancaster. So I came home. First thought, I'll get it tomorrow morning. And I thought, it's not that hot yet. And so then I drove over and got it, and then I came back. So today, I finished yesterday. Yay! I got totally caught up, except for this video here. But I got all my videos totally edited, and the sound improved a little bit. Put some... Well, come here, bud. And put some tags, titles on them, and got them up. I got 16, and then I got 3 advertisements, and so I just did a little editing on throw those up. So everything's gotten up a level. I'm actually getting comfortable with Premiere. I'm finally getting a handle on it. So I'm about ready to jump back and be in Kung Fu Cowboy. You're gonna see me start wearing that hat. It's bugging me. I'm gonna start wearing that hat. I'm becoming the Kung Fu Cowboy again. Just got to get out of this other mode here and get back to being me. I'm doing a lot of jobs and work. Kind of going to school here. Now I want to just be me. So I'm looking forward to being me. Yeah. Oh, Lao Tzu. I shorted you on this one. What about Lao Tzu? What am I going to say for Lao Tzu? Lao Tzu was actually there's not a lot of written evidence on him. Maybe you can find some stuff on him, but when I last looked, I couldn't find much on him. He's kind of a mystery in that sense. He was a kind of almost an anonymous court official. He was, whatever his job was, it wasn't important enough that I guess he was written about in many places. I think he kind of kept a low profile, perhaps. It, just kind of stayed out of the mix. Kind of like his harmony was to stay in the shadows, perhaps. You get out in the sunshine and people start shooting at you. So he was not a very, so let's just accept the fact that he existed. He was a court official, and there's not much known about him. Now, the story is that when he was leaving, he was retiring. Now, he had all kinds of court secrets. Remember, he'd been living, in the, I'm not sure, Imperial. He was you can maybe find some more information on it. But anyway, he was leaving his royal office, their royal place, Forbidden City, wherever he was. And he probably had lots of secrets and things that they didn't want people to know. So it's possible he could have had a hitman on him. But somebody said, hey, before you go, why don't you write down some words of wisdom? Because somebody seemed to know that he was worthwhile in terms of giving good advice. And so somebody talked him into writing down his essays. And so if you want to believe the basic lore that I believe without a whole lot of evidence, is that basically somebody said, write these words of wisdom, write us some words of wisdom. And so he did. And he wrote out like 80 little paragraphs and gave it to the guard and walked off, never expecting anything to happen to it. Well, somehow that got preserved and published and became a big deal. So anyway, there it is. The Lao Tzu just kind of wrote down some stuff supposedly for a guard, in the temple guard, and just wrote him some words of wisdom. And those words of wisdom have actually fueled an entire nation, and created a political structure. Sheesh. So anyway, but there you go. There's Lao Tzu, L-A-O, and the last name T-Z-U. Now, there's different ways to spell it, and you will see different ones. But Lao Tzu, that's the way I spelled it right now. So anyway, Lao Tzu was a guy who lived a life, retired, and gave us his final words before he went. So he represents the epitome of what a human is supposed to be. A human is supposed to progress through life, experience from life, learn from life, and then tell somebody else all these things that maybe they would know when they're dead or dying, about to die, but let them know now while they're still younger. So he was full of all this great advice that he had accumulated, and then he shared it with someone younger. And that's the whole idea, is that you should learn all this stuff when you're younger so you can live a good life. All right, so live a good life, please. Do it for yourself. Oh, and peace. Oh, remember I told you I'm working with this Damien Keys guy. I'm watching his instructional videos. And he's got these videos like, why are you doing this? What is your future? What are you doing it for? And my reasons for doing things are kind of, I don't know, people think they're kind of kooky, so I don't like to say. It's like even when people join my Kung Fu school, I'm actually teaching them to be nonviolent. But if I said that up front, people would say, oh, I don't want to join your school. I want to get there and learn some martial arts and learn how to defend myself and get self-confidence. They don't want me to tell you, okay, yeah, join our school. I'm going to teach you how to be nonviolent. And people go, I'm already nonviolent, But anyway, but that's really what I teach is nonviolence. So, but I can't really market that. That's not. But that's what I do. I teach. That's why I was so successful in prison. I took these prison people. I made them less violent and made them work together and be friends and set a better example within their whole prison. They were just like standout prisoners from that moment on. I make better people. So I make people healthier. I make them smarter. I make them better, and I make them less violent. So that's what I do. That's me. That's Richard Del Conner Buddha Jin. Now, what's the Kung Fu Cowboy going to do? Now, there's my dilemma. See, Kung Fu Cowboy is like a grown-up version of the hippie coyote who's like a grown-up version of me, the little rock and roll kid, Richard Conner. And so, who is the Kung Fu Cowboy? I don't know, putting out my first album. I mean, I can actually, be a little more open-minded on this. I just kind of like drift along and I'll fall right into it. I'm already the Kung Fu Cowboy. I'm just doing it. Why does the badger do what the badger does? I'm just doing it. Why does the cow chew grass? I'm doing it. So anyway, but I've got my reasons for being the Kung Fu Cowboy, if I was to actually sum it up, believe it or not, is to end all wars. All wars, every one of them are dumb. Well, maybe dumb's not the right word, are unnecessary. There, that's a good word. All wars are unnecessary. They all represent the result of someone's mistakes that were not necessary. Someone made mistakes that caused that war. That war was not necessary. It was created by someone or some people. So anyway, that's my goal, is to make people not create wars. Simple as that. So anyway, the Kung Fu Cowboy is a man of basically who wants to teach people how to be happy, to get along and healthy, do Kung Fu and be nice to each other, raise your kids, and compassion, love. I mean, I'm a hippie. Kung Fu Cowboy is a, what is he? He's a hippie man. A hippie man. That's what he is. That's what the Kung Fu Cowboy is. Yeah, that's kind of right. He's a hippie man.
You got your problems, I got mine. You got $1, I got a dime. You got a family, I wish I had mine. You got a home, I'm committing a crime. I'm sleeping on the street, in my car in the cold and heat. Part-time job's all I find, searching for my peace of mind. Sleeping with the stars. We're not homeless, we have cars. I need a financial injection to complete my scorpion resurrection. My Buddha Kung Fu was challenging mentors, along with Tai Chi Youth, a playground in Atlantis. The Coyote Clan was a wife and 2 kids, but now their religion, singing with me, forbids. No, I'm not blaming the economy. I'm done shaming those who deserted me. I got resentment for some relatives who failed to help or offer a place to live. Sleeping with the stars. We're not homeless, we have cars. I need a financial injection to complete my scorpion resurrection. Now I see the blessing of what could have been much worse. If I'd let them support me, their advice would be my curse. Parents want peace of mind when they go to bed each night. So for their security, they know what's right. As I look back on the choices made, my parents only see how much I've paid. I haven't lived my life for money. I've been singing songs and writing poetry. I'm a man of multiple identities. I don't think you ever see all of me. I am who I want to be. Can you say the same? Are you really free? Sleeping with the stars. We're not homeless, we have cars. I need a financial connection to complete my scorpion resurrection.